It's like a film by Pedro Almodóvar, but animated. Women wearing shoulder pads, creator and director Gonzalo Cordova said during an on-sea work-in-progress session on Friday. The influence of the Spanish filmmaker can be seen in the very structure of the show's title and the bright colors of the sets and costumes appearing in this upcoming Adult Swim show. Pitching in a work-in-progress panel at the On-Sea Animation Festival, Cordova, once a writer for Tuca and Birdie, linked the show back to his familial connection with Ecuador. The initial idea came from Cordova's move to the United States at age 5 and his estrangement from the practice of people eating guinea pigs. This turned into the overarching plot of Women Wearing Shoulder Pads. Primarily set in Quito, Ecuador, the show follows a wealthy woman who moves to the country, seeking to exploit the guinea pigs and turn them into a business. But the series is also touched by the absurd. For starters, the guinea pigs are massive. These ones are the size of people and can be fought in bullfighting rings, Cordova explained. The work-in-progress session showed off other intentionally silly clips of non-sequitur scenes, like a woman being told to adopt a duck in her meat business, and in response, imagining herself dancing and romancing one of the waterfowl. Others featured a character explaining being bribed with a slideshow and a woman finding the priest's side of a confession booth occupied by a pigeon. To build the show, Cordova connected with the studio Cinema Fantasma, which is also debuting I Am Frankelda, the first stop-motion animated feature produced in Mexico, at this year's festival. Episode director, art director and production designer Ana Coronilla and Cinema Fantasma founders Roy and Arturo Ambris spoke at the panel about their collaboration with Cordova. Coronilla spoke extensively about the design work and how, when you design for stop-motion, you have to think about all the other departments of your studio, how the costumes are going to affect animation and construction. In an interview with Variety following the session, Coronilla, who directed some episodes of the show and worked on developing its look, described how they used mixed media to manage time and the cost of set building, which also allowed freedom to experiment with the spaces. 3D printing came in handy for the puppets, too. The pilot of the series was entirely handmade, with Roy Ambris describing how much of it evolved, particularly with puppet parts being 3D printed. At first we were a little afraid because we like to do everything manually, he said, but then we figured out that it's also manual. The programs still allow you to use them like clay. But much of the production design, particularly the costumes, came from somewhere even more personal, the fashion school designs of Cordova's mother. Her designs were among the first images Cordova showed the Cinema Fantasma team. The filmmaker's wife, Rachel, also consulted on the fashion elements of the series, pinpointing the most accurate shoulder pads and silhouettes associated with the era.